Hello, welcome back to the channel. We're doing more Vintage Cube Draft, and this pack does not have anything super powerful. I guess the best cards are like Nissa, Wandering Emperor, or one of these mana dorks, Llanowar or Noble Hierarch. Probably the Noble Hierarch would be better. There's also a fetch land in Polluted Delta. Of course, the fetch lands are pretty good overall, just a good fixing, keeps you open, synergies with like random land stuff, but I mean they're just generally good cards. I I think it's gonna be between Polluted Delta and Noble Hierarch for me. Noble Hierarch and just taking the mana dorks in general allows you to have a more accelerated game plan, but I don't like locking myself into green that early, and I don't think it's powerful enough. I think I'll just take a fetch land. If there was no fetch land in the pack, I would take Noble Hierarch. All right, so now we have our fetch land. I think I can maybe just delay the decision a little bit more, take a Rogran Triome, stay open, a little bit more blue-based, which not exactly where you want to be with the current iteration of the cube. It's better to be in the more proactive colors, but man, I do love me some Jeskai Control or Jeskai mid-range type decks, Jeskai Super Friends. That's really my secret favorite archetype. Just play a bunch of Planeswalkers, control the game. They can never do anything. Love it. Other than that, we have Agatha Soul Cauldron, Thundertrap Trainer, Magda, Ademi. Maybe we can wheel Lose Focus or Stern Scolding. I guess we just take let's just take the Rogran Triumph and see where that takes us. Okay, now we see Urza, Chain Lightning, No More Lies, Jace, and there's also a Ketria Triome if we wanted to be 4-color. It's kind of interesting. So let's see. I think it's going to be between No More Lies and Chain Lightning and Jace. It's between those three for sure. Urza's pretty good, but I think to really maximize him, you have to be more in the artifact space, which we certainly could be if we take this early. But I think I'm going to just go ahead and take a removal spell in the Chain Lightning, see if we can wheel the more reactive No More Lies. No More Lies is certainly quite strong, but I think I would rather take a more proactive card like Chain Lightning and then see where that takes us. Okay, now in this pack we see there's Tarmogoyf, not really what we're doing. There's a Mockingbird, which maybe if we get some of the cheap, really good threatening creatures, this Mockingbird can copy them. Suplex is an okay removal spell, but it is not amazing. This pack is just pretty weak in general. There's also Containment Priest. Trinket Mage, if you have a cool artifact, which we don't have yet. Gosh, I think I'm just going to take a Mockingbird. I'm not putting a lot of weight on that pick. All right, now we have Snapcaster Mage, Snap Chain Lightning. That sounds like fun. Seasoned Pyromancer is a solid value play. You can even like copy it with Mockingbird. We have Baleful Strix and Renin 6, but both of them don't really go with our Rogran Triome. If we had like Red Fetch, Red Green Land, you like slam Renin 6, for example, but that's not where we're at. The Polluted Delta does go nicely with a Baleful Strix. I do really like a Baleful Strix. I think I would rather take Snapcaster Mage. There's also Prismatic Vista. Just gets any color, which is good, but I think Snappy is going to be pretty cool. All right. Ooh, Expressive Iteration. I smell me some Izzet. That sounds like fun. We also have a Starting Town as decent fixing. There's Thieving Skydiver to steal some Moxen or something. And that's pretty much it. I think I really like Expressive Iteration here, though. Okay, now we see Anye's Ravager, Carnage Interpreter, which are okay. I think I'm going to take Mokti. Just try to be a little bit more disruptive. It's a blue-white card technically, but really in our deck, it's probably going to be a blue card. Just a 2-mana 2/2 flying, and then it disrupts our opponent. A little bit of a hate bearer type effect. Their stuff enters tapped. Pretty good as long as I think we can be a little bit more proactive. I was going to say Mockingbird can copy it, but it's legendary, so that wouldn't be a good idea. Let's take Mokti. And Fire Blast. Can you snap back yeah, you could snap back a Fire Blast. Oh, no, wait. Equal to mana cost. So, yeah, you can't quite do that. So, actually, Smuggler's Copter. We have a lot of cheap creatures, so I think taking a Smuggler's Copter makes sense. All right, what do we wheel? We have Galvanic Discharge, Arena of Glory, Grim Lavamancer. So I think I'm going to take Grim Lavamancer here. We're pretty good at putting cheap spells in our graveyard. We also have a fetch land. So Galvanic Discharge would be good, but I think as long as we're in red and we continue to cut that lane, we should be able to get more cheap spells, which is going to make the Grim Lavamancer a little bit better. I also like Arena of Glory, but I think we're going to be more of a Spellslinger type of deck. Okay, we wield the Stern Scolding. We also wield the Magda. I think I take Magda. I know I said all that stuff about cheap spells. Stern Scolding is a pretty nice counterspell, but Magda, pretty good combo with Smuggler's Copter. You can just get lots of treasures. You can do more stuff. So I will take that. And we wield the No More Lies, which I guess I take. I kind of wish I were Grixis. I think I would rather have a Dark Confidant in this deck, but because we have the Rogren Triumph, I'm going to lean a little bit more into the Jeskai space. We'll take No More Lies. Okay, I'll take a Party Thrasher. Party Thrasher seems like it would go pretty well in this type of strategy. I need more ones. Ooh, Spiral Wield. That's great top end. And Voldaren Epicure is fine, I guess. Delay Blast Fireball, actually not bad. We could side that in against aggressive strategies. Okay, I actually really like the start. Nothing crazy, but we're set up well. I think I just want to find as many 1-drops as possible to make Snapcaster good. So we're looking for stuff like Lightning Bolt and... I mean, that's the main thing. Whoa. Strong pack. Jeez. Minskin Boo, Oko, Quantum Riddler, really good stuff. Proseidetic Memory, that's also really strong. I think we just gotta take Minskin Boo. This card is just absolutely nuts and ridiculous. We have time to find fixing. So, for example, we could find a tropical island to go with our polluted delta or something like that. Or a steam vents to help splash this. I guess it's mainly like a blue-green land that would help splash this, but with the polluted delta. But anyway, yeah, obviously we're going to take the Minskin Boo here. Oko is also very good. I mean, I wish we could take both, but that's not where we live in. Not the world we live in, rather. Quantum Riddler, very strong. Proseidetic Memory, also pretty good. So, yeah. Yeah, we can definitely wheel something nice here. But yeah, Minskin Boo is just extremely messed up. Okay, wow, strong pack again. Quarry Steel Cutter, Hull Breacher. Blue-red land is fixing, but it's a fast land, so it's still good, but hopefully we can wheel it. Man, I really want this Quarry Steel Cutter, but I think Hull Breacher is a little too strong because there are a lot of things in this format that just draw cards, and if you flash in a Hull Breacher and stop them from drawing, and you get to turn that into mana for yourself to set up your busted plays, that's a really nice place to be. I'm very sad that we are passing on the Quarry Steel Cutter. I think this card would be excellent in our deck, but I think Hull Breacher, it's more of like a power thing. Okay. Ooh, strong pack. Force of Will, Goldspan Dragon, River Pyre Verge, Storm Chaser's Talent. I think I just take the Talent. The card is also pretty messed up. It's a non-creature spell, which triggers our stuff. It makes a prowess creature which makes our other spells better. And then in the late game or mid game, you can buy back your spells. So on turn 5, you can buy back Chain Lightning and Chain Lightning something. It's not like the strongest play in the world, but it's not bad. I do like Force of Will as well, but I don't know. Something, again, I was saying earlier, I just want as many 1-drops as possible. It could be that this wheels, but I don't know. I'm not sure it does. I think it's talent. Feels weird to pass on Force of Will, but I think I'd rather be proactive. Okay. So there's Lelia, which is strong. I'm not saying it's definitely a good card, but I think I'd rather just take a Steam Vents. Perfect dual land for our deck, and gets fetched up by Polluted Delta, makes things a lot more consistent. We can probably find other good 3s. We already have good 3s, and we're also trying to make the fixing better to make Minsk and Boo a little bit more manageable to cast. So while I do think Lelia is very strong, I think the Steam Vents in this situation makes more sense. Okay, there's a miscalc, but for similar reasons, I think we just take a Thundering Falls. I like having 1, maybe 2 fetch land, or surveil lands rather, in my decks. It just helps. For example, maybe you're holding up a No More Lies or something, and then instead they just pass the turn, you just fetch surveil, and that gives you a lot of agency. You can bin something you didn't want to see. I think this would also be a pretty decent Chrome Mox deck, but it's fine. I'm just going to take the Thundering Balls here. Okay, pretty good stuff. There's a Grease Wrench Goblin for discard. There's a Fear of Missing Out for discard, but also it's just a good card. Brainstorm, I like if we have more fetch lands and ways to shuffle. So we don't really have that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take FOMO here. All right. Well, there's a Taiga. Oh, never mind. There's a Pyrogoyf. Pyrogoyf is just so incredibly strong. And we have a lot of different types of spells and stuff. Our creatures are going to die and whatnot. So and we're going to kill their things. So this is probably going to be pretty large on average. We have a fetch land to help with lands. It comes down, kills a thing. Yeah, I like Pyrogoyf quite a bit. Let's take it. Okay, so we have Othari, Teferi, Inti, Witch Enchanter, Gush. I like Gush, I guess, but I don't know. I'm kind of liking this kind of low to the ground discard sub-theme sort of deck. It's kind of similar to our last deck, but that's okay. Ooh, wow. So Quantum Riddler versus Prof Eidetic Memory. They're both really good. And also the Planisphere isn't too bad. This is close. We're drawing a fair amount. I think it's just going to be the Quantum Riddler. There's also Generous Plunderer too. That's definitely not bad. Yeah, I'm going to take the Quantum Riddler here. Wow, we wield Corey Steelcutter and Spiralef Canal and Teferi. I think this is a really nice Corey Steelcutter deck. I think I'm just going to lean on that. We already have pretty good blue-red fixing. We have 3 dual lands and a fetch land. So it's like 4 dual lands. So the fixing's actually not bad. So I think I'm just going to take Corey Steelcutter. I think it goes really hard in our deck. And we wield another dual land with a River Pyrevert, so that's nice. Goldspan Dragon, love him, but probably not necessary. Lelia wield? That's crazy. Love it. Let's take it. Perfect. And I actually think Monstrous Rage is pretty good here. It fuels the graveyard, helps us double spell, good with our aggressive creatures. So I think Monstrous Rage actually works well. Grease Wrench Goblin, also just a nice 1-drop. And the more 1-drops we have, the better it is with Corey Steelcutter. I don't actually think we need No More Lies. Oh my god, it's Ancestral. Perfect. Yeah, Ancestral Recall is fantastic here. Good way to refuel. We have a lot of cheap cards, so we can basically empty our hand pretty quick. and then we're going to need to refuel, and Ancestral is just the perfect card to do that. So absolutely love that. Great pack. 2 fetch lands, which would be extremely good for our mana base. Screaming Nemesis, Brazen Borrower, Preordain, Time Twister, which is normally just okay, but it's a great combo with Hull Breacher, of course. Oh, actually, I just thought of this. You can Ancestral target the opponent, and then Hull Breacher just basically means you make 3 treasures. It could come up, so you can basically turn Ancestral Recall into a Dark Ritual, which is very funny to me. Maybe that comes up. Maybe it doesn't. Taking Ancestral here. Ooh, okay. So Ponder, Time Spiral, Abrade, and there's an Otawara. I think I just take Volcanic Island. Like, we already basically have a deck, so I might as well just make the mana a little bit more consistent. And again, we're still trying to make the Minsc and Boo work. So the more duels we take, the more I can justify putting green sources in the deck. Okay, we've got Glorybringer, Mana Leak, Sink into Stupor, Force of Negation. How many blue cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think the Force of Negation's a little dicey. Maybe we take a more consistent type of counter spell, such as the Mana Leak. Actually, I'll take Sink into Stupor. It's a land that's also a spell, plays double duty. So, yeah, I think for that reason. I do like the Glorybringer. It's just a little expensive. And we don't really have ramp. Like, if we had a Black Lotus, just, oh my god, it's Vivi. It's Vivi. It's him. It's the boy. Oh, man. Good times playing this guy in Standard. What a time to be alive. Just, that's so stupid. Okay, so anyway, we've got, there's also Wan Chi Tong, which I think is pretty good. Fimage. But, man, we're slamming this Vivi. We're going to do disgusting things with him. I think I get the Soul Cauldron was in pack 1, so that would have been pretty sweet, but yeah, not gonna happen for us. That's fine. Our deck's pretty good. Definitely need to make some cuts. I think I can cut Voldar and Epic here. This is not the deck for it. We need more removal. We actually don't have that much. We just have Chain Lightning. Pyroglyph counts as removal. Okay. Ooh. Remand, Aang, Sneak Attack. Do I just take a Stomping Ground here, though? To try to... Maybe I do. Just to make Minsc and Boo more palatable. I can't fetch it with a Polluted Delta, which is unfortunate, but... I mean, Remand is pretty good. I don't know. I think I like the idea of making the Minsc and Boo a little bit more castable. So, yeah, let's take that. Okay, we've got Chandra. I guess that's, okay, that's pretty much the only pick. There's Squee, which is pretty good with the discard synergies. Like, you can just... This is a good combo, say, with Party Thrasher, and just every single turn you have something to pitch, which is nice. I just think Chandra's going to be a little bit better on average. She's a little slowish, but still not bad. Okay. Ooh, Mako. Interesting. So we can kind of like that. We can... How much are we discarding, actually? We have Pyromancer. We have... Inti, Party Thrasher, FOMO, Copter, Grease Wrench Goblin, and I guess that's it. It's fine-ish. We're not triggering it all that often. It could be better to take like a Tidebinder. I'll take the Mako. Ooh, Gut. Gut's insane. Gut's an insane card. There's also a Jite. I do like Jite, but yeah, Gut's kind of like too broken. Okay, we wheeled a bunch of stuff. So we wheeled Preordain, Screaming Nemesis, Brazen Borrower. think these cards are all pretty good. I like taking... So I think the point of our deck is we're just trying to go fast. Not fast, but like try to set up our good engines with like VV and just try to cast a bunch of spells in a turn. So it might be better just churn through the deck with Preordain. Yeah, let's do that. I'll take the... What did I take? Oh, I took Nemesis. I think I wanted to take the Brazen Borrower. It's okay. Screaming Nemesis is still a pretty good card, so that might have been a mispick. That's okay. Ooh, Glorybringer. That's cool. All right, wow, we have so many playables. We're going to have to make a lot of cuts. Mind Collapse for the sideboard. Zerda's there. Okay. So, wow, we need to make so many cuts. All right. How are we going to do this? We have way too many creatures, I think. How good is Mockingbird? It copies, say, a Mako or a Lavamancer, which are okay. Copies a Snappy, which I like. Snap Ancestral. Snap Ancestral, and then Mockingbird copy Snap. Something like that. It is a 1-drop in a pinch if you want to trigger the FOMO, or sorry, where is it? The Corey Steelcutter. I think I can cut Lelia, to be honest. She's kind of slow. I can just cut some of these like more top end cards. Those aren't as important. So if we do this is 14 lands. That's not enough. Technically we have 15 lands, so I think I can cut like 2 more cards. I don't think I need Screaming Nemesis at this moment. Quantum Riddler's pretty good. Yeah, this seems strong. So we play 7 lands, 9, 16 lands total. I think I want 17. Do I need Monstrous Rage? Monstrous Rage, not bad with a VV. So I think it should be a creature. Maybe it's just the Party Thrasher. It is a decent way to continuously discard cards. How many ways do I have to discard? Again, we have Spyro, we have Copter, we have Party Thrasher, we have Inti, we have Grease Wrench Goblin. Yeah, that might be enough. Maybe we don't need Party Thrasher, I guess. It's a nice way to churn through stuff you don't need. But maybe we don't need it. What else can we cut? Some creature, right? Maybe the Mokdi? Yeah, it doesn't really fit the game plan of what we're going for. It's a nice hate piece, but yeah, I don't think that really fits what we're trying to do. I think we can go ahead and go with this. This allows us to play 17 mana sources with an MDFC. So this is 7. I guess we put in a forest, unfortunately. It's really awkward, but we only have the Stomping Ground as a green source. Wait, cancel. I don't think we need Rogran Triome. So let's go back. Okay, this seems to make sense. So for red, which we have more of, we have 5. Wait, 5, 8, 9. Yeah. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not bad. For blue, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's pretty good. And then 2 green sources. All right. I think that's fine. Basic Forest is a little bit of a tragedy here, but overall, I think we'll be okay. And you know what? Actually, I think I'm going to cut the Mockingbird for the Voldaren Epicure because the Epicure goes a little bit better with the Mako as well as the Gut. Mockingbird, I think if you have more premium 1-drops like Guide of Souls or Ocelot Pride, it's probably more where it's a little bit stronger. But yeah, I think this deck looks pretty good. We have some good sideboard options. We can always sideboard into a more mid-rangey kind of deck. Maybe cut some of the discard package if it's just not cutting it and we need to go a little bit bigger. We have Delayed Blast Fireball for aggressive decks. And yeah, we can easily side in like Lelia, Screaming Nemesis, Chandra, Glorybringer, and like we can bring in this package, say, of 4 cards, and you can cut stuff like Mako. You could cut Mako, Monstrous Rage, Party Thrasher, and I don't know, something else. One more card that I can't really think of at the moment, and that would be totally fine. But I'm going to start with this more aggressive version first, and maybe we side into the more mid-rangey build in certain matchups. All right, see you for the games. All right, we're here for our first match against the one with the blanket. Interesting name. They have Lutri. Again, tells me nothing. Hand looks pretty good. We can go turn 1 Thundering Falls, turn 2 Smuggler's Copter, then turn 3 Core Steel Cutter plus Grim Lavamancer. That seems great. I do not need a land. We'll put that into the graveyard. Next turn, we can go Smuggler's Copter, and then next turn, yeah, just do all the things. This might eat a counter spell. That's fine. Yep, it's a counter spell. Oh, it's Malcolm. That's fine. Not a problem. Not great, but not the worst. This takes a while to... I mean, they do get to do a little bit of looting action, but I think overall I should be okay. Doesn't trigger... They can't play stuff for free until they get like 4 counters on this thing. Yeah, 4 or more. That's a lot. Okay, Concealing Curtains. So... yeah, unfortunately, if my opponent has a counterspell, they have a counterspell. So, Core Steel Cutter. And, okay. And Grim Lavamancer. Trigger. Yes. All right. No response. All right. I'm going to go in. Actually, I guess I could not crew up the copter and use it to block the Malcolm. I actually kind of like that. I think I'm just going to chill. Just going to chill, use the Smuggler's Copter to block the Malcolm, and then let's see if they have something. Okay, they're just going to cycle Oliphant. So it would be kind of awkward for me if they went Concealing Curtains to transform into the, I forget what the backside's called. What's it called? Revealing Eye? Yeah, that makes sense. And then they take my Hull Breacher away. All right, we'll see what's going on. Nice. Perfect. Okay. Hopefully we can draw a 2-drop or a 1-drop. Ooh, VV. I do like me a VV. So, let's see. Let's... maybe now. Yeah, now we'll do this. We'll crew. And then also I can put a card in the graveyard for Grim Lavamancer, and I can use that to blow up the Malcolm. Unless they kill it. Killing it would kind of suck. And they're going to kill it. Yeah, Lightning Strike, Lightning Bolt. What are we doing? Baleful Mastery. Sure. That's totally fine. Not a problem. All right. No attacks on my end. And I'll just go ahead and play land go. All right. So now if opponent wants to do Malcolm things, I can Hull Breacher. And then if they don't have the counter spell, that would be pretty good for me. Okay. With that trigger on the stack, I will flash in Hull Breacher. Now, if they don't have another removal spell, we're in great shape. And they have a counter spell. Damn, opponent just has everything. Subtlety. Oh my god. Jeez, man. Just give me a break. I'll put it on top, but ugh, hate it. Okay. Yeah, pretty good. All right, we draw Hull Breacher. So we'll go for Hull Breacher and Inti, trigger, yes. I still don't have any good attacks, so we're just gonna have to chill, unfortunately. Like, I could have discarded VV, but that doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'm in a rough spot. I'm taking 5 in the air, and then the concealing curtains. I guess if the concealing curtains not that big of a deal. Wow, removal for the Hull Breacher. Gross. Yeah, I'm gonna reveal concealing. Oh my god. Wait, Headliner Scarlet? Am I just dead? 368? I guess I'm not dead, but jeez. Crazy. Crazy stuff from the opponent. Alright. What are we gonna do? Mako. Sure. So I can go Mako VV, and then I can still Grim Lavamancer. Yeah, that seems good. A little awkward with Inti, but I think it's okay. So we'll go Mako, VV, trigger this. Yes. And then go to combat. I can just attack with all of these things, I think. 3, 6, 9. Probably just these, because I'm gonna need to be able to block all of their other stuff. They can flip this. Yeah, I think we'll just do this. And they just block 1. And they take 2. Okay. Not a problem. All right. Oh my god, they get to exile a card. Face down. I don't even get to know what it is. That's crazy. What an absolutely insane Magic card. They just play all these things. Okay. They're forcing my hand. I'll kill this. Hopefully it works. It does, in fact, work. I need to find lethal this turn, or I lose. Of course, they could just have Lightning Bolt here and I just die anyway. Let's find out. Opponent's deck is really cool. It's kind of like my deck, but better. They seem to have more synergies. And by synergies, I just mean like good cards. Fiery Confluence, that is gonna do it. I am deceased. Okay, cool. So, what did we learn? We learned that our small ball game plan actually doesn't seem amazing, but they have, I don't know, they just have so much cheap interaction that I kind of need to keep it the same just because then they're going to be trading up in mana value with their interaction. So I think I just need to keep it the same, which kind of sucks. Okay, this hand is just too slow. I mean, Expressive Iteration on 2 is not a great play. Then Hull Breacher, then Pyrogoyf. I mean, it's okay. I think we can do better. We need to keep something with... Yeah, this hand's great. Jeez. All right, cool. We'll put back a mountain. Okay, we'll start off with Volcanic Storm Chasers. All right, so this little otter can hopefully go all the way. They're going to shock. They're going to kill the otter. Very sad. Oh, it's just Tameo. Okay, cool. Whatever. There's a forest, which is funny. All right, so let's go to combat. Attack. Oh, sick. All right, perfect. So we're going to do this. This actually worked out so nicely. I'll shock in a Steam Vents. And then I'll recall myself, draw some cards, and then, ooh, snappy. All right, and Monstrous Rage on the Otter to trample over for a bunch of damage. And yeah, that is really nice. And I can also Snap Rage. That's really funny. I love that. Also have Eevee. Aw, They went suplex. Okay. Ooh, Minsk and Boo. That's so good for me. All right. Let's go for Vivi to start. And then this forces them to answer Vivi, or we get to go pretty crazy with it. Concealing curtains. Don't like that. Okay. So, now what? We can go Snap Monstrous Rage on Vivi, and then that would allow us to add 4 mana, which would we can then, if we had our way, it would be Snap, Rage, Vivi, and then Minsk and Boo. I think I'm gonna bait out the counter spell first. Let's do that. Trigger Vivi, which is nice. They kind of have to deal with Minsk and Boo right now on the stack. Oh my god, it resolved. That is so nice. Yes. Okay. Let's put 3 counters on here, and then I'll go to combat, and I'll just attack with Boo. No reason to attack with Vivi. They just block. All right. That was awesome. Ooh, Fury? Okay. I imagine this just goes at Minsk and Boo. Let's find out. Yeah, Minsk and Boo down. Not a problem. I mean, we just get to do Snap Recall stuff. Oh, and they Baleful Mastery away the Boo, ignoring Vivi? Pff, you fool. Oh, Seasoned Pyromancer. That's really, really good. Jeez. All right, let's go. I guess Island. Sure. All right. Start with Snappy. Okay, they're just gonna, that makes sense. They're gonna concede. All right, great. Okay, so yeah, I think our deck has legs. This matchup is gonna be pretty tough. So we'll see how it goes. All right, hand looks really, really good. Storm Chasers, Chain Lightning, yeah, Vivi, just all the good cards. All right, Storm Chasers talent deployed. Get in there, little otter friend. Next turn we can go Inti if we want. Ooh, Psychic Frog. Oh boy, that's actually extremely poor for us. Ooh, Party Thresher. Yeah, I mean we could start with that. This is really, really bad. We only have damage base removal. It's going to be really easy for them, especially this early in the game, to just keep the Psychic Frog alive, and then it just gets to hit and draw a lot of cards, and I just can't really do anything about it. Okay. Yeah, they draw a card, blah, blah, blah. Eventually they start pitching cards to it, and then they have a reasonable clock. They take Chain Lightning. Sure. That's fine. Okay. What else you got? Gao. Oh, wow. Whoa. Good combo with a Psychic Frog, because they can make stuff leave the graveyard, and then yeah, that's pretty good. I may just have to go Snap Chain Lightning on Gao. So what am I gonna discard here? Am I gonna discard anything? I don't necessarily need to. I could get rid of Vivi. I could get rid of Inti. That's something, I guess. Let's see. Non-creature spells you cast from exile have Convoke. So I think maybe I just don't have enough time to do Inti stuff. Maybe I just get rid of it, and I'm trying to hit a land drop. Land drops are going to be good with Vivi and Quantum Riddler. I could see this being wrong. Let's go ahead and discard. All right, let's go ahead and grab Stomping Ground. Shock that in. We'll go Snappy. Okay, flashback that. And then go Chain Lightning on Gao. Trigger our stuff. And then I can attack for 3. I mean, the frog is still a problem, but at least we dealt with a threat. Okay, opponent knows about these. So they know we have Mountain and Vivi in hand. It's definitely a little rough. However, we're kind of close to being able to just warp out Quantum Riddler and then draw 2 cards. Okay, Kolaghan's Command and discard a card. I guess I discard. It's either Vivi or a land. What do I get rid of here? Vivi can pop off, but it might be too late. Let's get rid of Mountain. On average, we'll draw land, I guess. This Psychic Frog is just completely soloing me, though. That's really unfortunate. Okay. Psychic Frog, they draw a card, they play land. All right, we draw another land. So, you know what? I think at this point we can just get rid of Vivi. I think. Because then we can go Quantum Riddler, draw 2. We can refuel because we could play the land out. And I think that's going to be better on average. Because the Vivi is fine. It just... okay, yeah. I don't think it's going to pop off on average. Ooh. You can go FOMO. FOMO seems great. FOMO does seem pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. That can help us rebuild. So, go land. Let's warp. Warp Quantum Riddler. Draw 2 cards. Please. Okay. Draw 2 cards. Nice. And then go FOMO. Pitch Island. Draw. Oh, that's right. I draw 2 cards. Oh, that was great. Excellent. All right, let's attack with these. Okay, the frog is still a problem, but we got a ton of value, and now we can go Corey Steel Cutter into Magda, which is nice. Odawara can also technically answer the frog, but I don't know. That sounds kind of bad. Blocking seems not great. Oh, it's also possible that I can get Delirium. I have Creature, Land. Okay, maybe not. But not impossible. Just an instant sorcery, which we have those in the deck eventually. Oh my god, that's a Pyrogoyf. Okay, well, we're probably dead. We probably just lose the game now. This thing's huge. Okay. Yeah, let's discard Polluted Delta. We see Oh. Ooh. Okay. I mean, like, sure. Yeah, Pyrogoyf. We can play this out, I guess. And then we'll go Pyrogoyf. At this point, I think I'm supposed to throw it at their face. We deal 5. If I throw it at Psychic Frog, they could just discard 4 cards to save it, and that sounds pretty not great. I'm just gonna go at their face. Okay. Cool. Awesome. So I don't have good attacks, but you know what I do have? I have chump blockers for the Pyrogoyf, and that's what matters. If they pitch everything to Frog, I could die in 2 turns, so that's something to consider, but I have Quantum Riddler, which can funny enough, act as a chump blocker for the Psychic Frog if necessary. It was a close game. Really close game. Okay, they're just going to give the Froggy flying. Oh, and they also reduce the power of the Pyroglyphs. Sure. Makes sense. All right, I have no response. Yeah. Man, they're just drawing so many cards. Although we've gone through way more cards than they have because of the Party Thrasher. They're passing the turn. Interesting. Okay, Minsk and Boo's cool. All right. Well, let's go Magda. Oh. Okay. I like Gut. I like Gut a lot. So we can go Gut, and we can go Corey Steelcutter Gut. We can also go Expressive Iteration, which can be cast with Convoke. So we could go like Corey Steelcutter Expressive Iteration into Minsk and Boo potentially. That's pretty tempting. Gut's pretty strong, though. This is a tough one. This is definitely a tough call. I just like that the non-creature spells have Delirium, or not Delirium, they have Convoke. Tricky. Expressive Iteration can really help, though. Oh, you know what? Wait, red. I guess if I had to find a red land specifically, there's a lot more upside. I have Burn in the deck. I'm going to take the Expressive Iteration. Okay, so we're going to start off with Corey Steelcutter, trigger Prowess, which is helpful. Okay. We'll go Expressive Iteration. We'll use these creatures to help cast, trigger the Corey Steelcutter. See if they have a counter spell for this or something. Okay, I will attach. Yeah, I'll attach. Okay, come on, EI. Also, all right, we'll put Spyro in hand, Verge on the bottom, play Volcanic Island. Play Volcanic Island, and then attempt to cast Mr. Boo himself. They could have Daze or Remand or a whole slew of things. Oh my god, it just resolved. That is really nice. Love that for me. Oh, they just concede. They didn't have anything. They had 6 cards in hand. What's going on? They didn't even add Lutri to hand. Okay, wild. I did not expect to win that one. On to the next. All right, we're playing against Dracus 7/7, and we won the die roll, so of course we'll go first. Let's see if we have a nice mix of lands and spells. Oh, would you look at that? There's an Ancestral, so we will keep. It's a little awkward because it is a bunch of islands and a bunch of red cards, but you know, come on, it's Ancestral. Like, Ancestral just solves all problems. Nothing bad could possibly happen. Oh, now I have a swamp. Okay, Cecil. Sure, that's fine. Now it's just annoying because I have to actually click blue here. Annoying. Okay, Ancestral ourselves. Draw some cards. All right, perfect. We're doing stuff. Unfortunately, this Cecil is gonna kind of wreak havoc, although they are hurting themselves. And now we have access to Snap Recall, which is good. All right, let's go for Party Thrasher here. It's not amazing, but next turn we can go Vivi. Then on the following turn, we go like Monstrous Rage and just pop off. However, my opponent just cast a Dark Ritual into a Fable. Pretty solid. Pretty solid. I also have a Lutri Companion. Whoa, they don't attack? What the heck? Isn't that like the point? All right, anyway. So, all right, what are we going to discard? So, no response. Kind of just looking for lands here. I think I'm fine enough on card advantage. I don't think I need Spyro. Plus, it works well with the I mean, it being in the graveyard is fine. Okay, I like Chain Lightning. I like the Mountain. Really unfortunate. I think I have to take the Mountain because I don't really have a great follow-up. Oh, wait. No. It has Convoke. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. Yeah, we will take the Chain Lightning. But we'll go land VV. Play VV. And then I think I'm just going to Chain Lightning away the Goblin Shaman so that way they have less mana to work with. Oh, wait. I get to do pretty insane things actually because oh wait, never mind. Not quite. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna like Monstrous Rage onto the VV, but I would rather wait to do that till next turn. So it's okay. We'll just Chain Lightning the Goblin Shaman. I'll tap down, I think, the VV for now. Just you hold up the Party Thrasher, I guess, because I don't want to get VV involved in combat really. So we'll pay for this. Trigger. It gets a counter. And then we'll deal the damage. Man, Party Thrasher is such a cool card. I wish it were like playable in Modern. Okay, we add mana. We'll add red. We'll cast Voldaren Epicure. And then we just pass. Voldaren Epicure can be a nice chump blocker for Cecil. And then we'll just go from there. And then next turn we just go absolutely completely crazy style because we can go, ideally we draw a Mountain and we can go Mountain, Quarry, Monstrous Rage. Okay, that didn't work. Well, actually it's fine. So yeah, let's discard a card. What do we discard? I mean, our hand's just so good. I guess we don't need FOMO. Sure, I don't know, let's get rid of FOMO. Oh, perfect, Mountain. Look at that. So here's what we do. We go blue-red, Quarry Steel Cutter, trigger the VV. Monstrous Rage, target VV. We're just going to get so much mana right now. Okay, get a thing. Yes. Okay, trigger. It resolves. Oh my god, it's a 6/7. 6/7. Sorry about that. Okay, let's add a crap ton of mana. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. We'll cast a Snapcaster Mage. We'll target the... I mean, Ancestral's funny. Let's just do Ancestral. It's not even funny. It's just really good. I mean, you could have also gotten the Chain Lightning. I'm sure we had lethal. I don't know. Ancestral, ourselves. No, don't concede. No, opponent. Please let me do things. Oh, no. Well, anyway, we were going to cast Ancestral. We're going to trigger VV. We were going to trigger the Prowess. We were going to maybe play one more spell. Then we were going to play Gut. And then we were going to turn Voldaren Epicure or the Blood into a 4/1. Man, that was so cool. Why did opponent have to ruin the fun? It's okay. All right. And I think I'm just going to leave the deck the way it is. This deck is so sweet. I love VV. It's a shame that it was in Standard at the same time as the Agatha's Soul Cauldron. I think that was just a little too strong. Anyway, this hand looks great. So we can start off. We can just go like Storm Chaser's Talent, Ancestral on turn 2. We'll see. I think we always start with Thundering Falls here. Quantum Riddler is fine. I don't think we need it, though. I just need more lands. Quantum Riddler, good card, but not quite what we want to do. Okay. Caustic Bronco is fine. All right, what do we want to do? Probably just setting up. Play this as a land. We can go Grease Wrench Goblin and Storm Chaser's Talent. Okay. And I think I'm interested in trading Grease Wrench Goblin for Caustic Bronco. I don't want them to get too much card advantage. Ooh, wow. Dark Ritual? Sure. Wan Shi Tong. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll put this on the bottom. So that's going to trigger Wan Shi Tong to get two, basically, shadow creatures, more or less. Oh, Saddle? Jeez. I take one, take two. They get Imperial Seal in hand. Oh my gosh, they can get something on top, trigger this, and then yikes. Okay. That's a little rough. Also, not drawing the land was rough, but we can at least get rid of the Caustic Bronco. So let's Ancestral ourselves first. All right, drawing some cards. Nice, we drew the land. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to just kill the Caustic Bronco. That's a lot of value, and if they have something super high mana value, I just kind of lose. So I think we have to Chain Lightning the Caustic Bronco. Okay. Yeah, they can't pay. Just let me go to combat. Let me smack you for 3, please. Okay, and Otter Friend, get in there. They can't block. Unfortunately, their clock is way faster than mine. And this Wan Shi Tong is cool because it could trigger potentially off of other cards. So I'm trying to think what else. Brainstorm, Sensei's Divining Top, I think. Oh no. Wait. Do you have Kaido? Oh, that's bad. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. I take so much damage. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am just, in fact, dead next turn if they uptick. Actually, I'm just dead no matter what. Yeah, because next turn, if I don't block, for example, they can just uptick Kaido and then... Jeez. Yeah, I'm in a lot of trouble. I don't think we're getting out of this one, but I can try. All right. Let's see. Land would be nice. That is not a land. Okay. I think I have to go EI. And then what? I had to find like a removal spell and a land? I don't know. Oh, I guess I could go Gut and then Otter turn it into a 4/1 and attack the Kaido. I guess. That's not great. I think so if I go EI and I find like what? I've already used my Chain Lightning. Yeah, maybe it is just Gut. Yikes. This is not great. Also, if my opponent has like a Daze or Force of Will or something. Okay, attack Kaido. Let's attack, trigger. I will sack. And then we'll have it go at Kaido. Okay, Kaido down. We're at a virtual 4. They have a Time Walk. Okay, that'll do it. Yep, can't beat that. Because they just attack and then they attack again. Alright, so opponent's deck is pretty cool. They have Dark Ritual for fast starts, Time Walk, Wan Shi Tong. This is going to be a tricky one, but I think as long as we go fast ourselves, they can't really keep up. We just have to do insane things like we did last game. So let's see if we can do that. All right, game 3, here we go. Come on, strong opening hand, please. Yikes. It's a Vivi, which is really good, but it's just Chain Lightning and a bunch of lands. You can do better. Yeah. It's pretty good. I like this. Keep. What do I put back? Oh, man. I like all these cards. I want to keep all of these. It could be Epicure? Question mark. Epicure's pretty good. It could be Vivi. It could be Corey Steelcutter. Like, Corey's good and all, but man, this is rough. This would be a nice 7. The 6 is hard. So, opponent has a quick starts. I just don't like doing. I don't like not doing anything on 1 or 2. Maybe it is Corey. I can try another 1-drop. I like that we have all the lands for Minskin Boo. I'm not putting a land back. So it's either Voldaren, Vivi, or Corey. I think it's Corey. Yeah. That was weird. I'm not sure if that was correct. But I think on average, like, our insane Vivi draws are really, really good and they snowball. Whereas the Corey Steelcutter needs a little bit of work. Wow, they have a Mox Ruby too. Uh-oh. Thundertrap Trainer on 1. Yikes. Okay. Whiff. Please. Please whiff. They didn't whiff. They got a kite. Oh my god, they can Kaido next turn. Okay, Pyrogoyf. Yeah, that's good, but not good at the moment. Well, if they play a swamp, I need to block because I don't want them to get the Kaido online. Yikes. Not a fan of this. Oh, I can take 1. They don't have access to black, so they can't get in the Kaido. Okay, they don't have black mana. Fable. Oh my god. Oh boy. All right, what am I discarding? Discarding something, I think. Is it just Vivi now at this point? It could be. Man, Vivi's so good though. But our other cards are a lot better. Uh-oh. Oh, this is bad. Ooh, Storm Chasers. Okay. This is not ideal. Ooh, not that card. Storm Chasers Talent. And pass. Okay. So, not good. The problem is now they can just find black mana and get, unless I double chump. Oh, okay, they found Blackleaf Cliffs. This is gross. So they attack with both, and then, oh, they petty theft that away. Yeah, this is pretty bad. So they get to attack, make the treasure, and then they can just flash in the Kaido. I mean, there's no point. They're whatever I block, they're just gonna, ninjutsu the other one. Yep. Take damage. At least I get to kill Kaido. That's actually pretty relevant. Okay. Go to our turn, and then hopefully no counterspell. There's a gut. Ooh, gut's pretty cool. I'll just be mana efficient for this turn, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Minskin Boo, please resolve. Thank you, thank you. Yes. Uptick here. And swing at Kaido. I will hold back with Voldaren Epic here, so that way I can protect Minskin Boo. All right, excellent. They do have Reflection of Kiki Jiki, but I have the Pyrogoyf, which can deal with it. Yeah, they're going to attack. I am going to block. I want to protect my Minskin Boo. Okay. Now what do you do? What did they get earlier? Off of the... Oh, they got Kaido. Right. So I actually don't know anything in their hand. Okay, the opponent has access to 5 mana. Storm Chaser's talent is fine. They don't currently have much. Okay, Minskin Boo happens. Don't need to make another one. Grim Lavamancer. Okay, I don't really want to risk. What now? I could go like Lavamancer Gut. No. I think this is the move. We're gonna go Pyrogoyf. Really hope that this works to blow up Reflection. Force of Will. Bitter Triumph to blow up that. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Blow up Reflection. Okay, I'm okay with that actually. Attack for 4. We're still dealing a lot of damage. They can flash in the Brazen Borrower, which is kind of annoying. But now I just have this massive Pyrogoyf that's huge. And then next turn I get to follow up with Grim Lavamancer Gut. So, yeah, I guess I could have played around that by just upticking immediately. But if I do that, then they probably just kill Boo, and then they're able to attack Minskin Boo. So I think that actually worked out fairly well, although they just shocked. Nope, they didn't shock. That's probably fine. Okay, they get back Bitter Triumph. It's kind of weird that they didn't shock. Oh, they can just make a treasure. Ugh, that's pretty bad. Okay. They're going to kill it. Kill Pyrogoyf? Yeah, do it. Do it, I dare you. Sure. I don't know why they didn't attack with the Otter. Are they going to block? This thing has trample, my guy. Okay. I can play around a Daze, I guess. I'm at 9, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gross. Odawara's probably just necessary to keep. All right. God, if they have Daze, they have Daze. Because I think it's important to leave up the Odawara. All right. Grim Lavamancer, please. Okay, nice. Go to combat. Swing. Here. Sack. Grim Lavamancer, turn it into a 4/1. They go to 4. There are many things that kill me here. Many things. 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, well, I guess it's not. They would need like 2 removal spells, one of which that deals damage to face. Not impossible, but not completely unlikely. I have Odawara to help out. I have 2 lethal attackers. If I draw any creature that I can cast, I can turn it into a 4/1 with Menace. So they may be forced into, like, put Lutri in hand, perhaps. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Wan Shi Tong? No? Why? I don't like that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's bad. Okay, they put Boo away. Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to happen. Okay. So, this is bad. Wait, what? Do they have... I'm not blocking. Oh, they have Time Walk. All right, I'm dead anyway. Well, if they have Time Walk, I'm just dead. So, no reason. Yeah, they play Time Walk here. Obvious. Oh, Thundertrap Trainer. Hold on. Wait, they left themselves dead to a creature. Come on. Oh! What? Opponent, what are you doing? Why did you do that? Yeah, they're just freaking dead, right? Oh my god. Attack, I guess. Do that. Sack the Grease Wrench. And then just double check. 1, 2, 3. These can only block spirits. Oh my god, they left themselves dead to a creature. What? I mean, to be fair, even if they left another blocker back, I had Odawara to bounce away a creature before they go to blocks. But still, That was crazy. That ugh. I don't think I should have won that. All right, on to the finals. All right, we're here in the finals against AIC Forme or something. I will go first, and our hand is so close. Man, it looked really good, but we only have one mountain. If this was an island, I would like snap keep because I would go like Storm Chaser's Talent, then I would go Ancestral. Have to mulligan though. Okay, this is fine. Perfectly acceptable. I can just put back the forest. I don't need it. And then I can just go turn 1 Mako and then figure it out from there. I don't really have synergies with the Mako at the moment, but we do have a lot of them in the deck. So yeah, keep, put back forest. Okay, and then I'll just shock this in and cast a Mako. All right. And then next turn, I'll probably just warp a Quantum Riddler. We'll see. Ooh, Grease Wrench. All right, that's actually kind of nice. So I'll attack first because I have no fear. Come on, opponent. They're going to play around a lightning bolt. All right, opponent has no fear. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. So Grease Wrench, and we're going to probably just Surveil. And then next turn, we can go EI, most likely, and try to get a bit more card advantage. Just a tap land from the opponent, not a big deal. Okay, I will Surveil. All right, what do we see? We see I don't even know what I want. Corey Steelcutter? That's kind of nice, actually. So we can go EI and then try to hit a land. Yeah, I think that's okay. The problem is this Concealing Curtain is going to transform. I think I keep it. All right, let's start with EI. So red, blue, EI. Or Expressive Iteration. Oh my god, that's terrible. Oh no. No lands? Uh-oh. That's pretty bad. So I think we just have to... Minsk and Boo is really strong if we draw a land. So yeah, we'll go Minsk and Boo. And then I guess Party Thrasher, Magda. I don't know. We can't play it. Play this. Go to combat. At least I get in a point of damage. Yeah, that was really rough. Needed to draw a land there, but that's okay. Our hand is gas, so even if they just flip the Concealing Curtains here, I'm like pretty okay with that. Yeah, this is fine. I don't really care. Wait, turn off auto yields. I might draw Ancestral. Gotta be careful. Can't just always auto pass through the turn. You have to know what's in your deck. There's a land. Oh, it's a discard. I thought it was an exile. Oh, that's nice. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, it is a discard. Yeah, it triggers the Mako. Ha, synergy. And then I assume I get smacked. Oh, okay. No, they're just going to leave it back as a blocker. I mean, I just get to go Corey Riddler. Ooh, Hull Breacher. That's good too. So, yeah, this is going to be really, really nice. So we go Corey and Warp. Trigger Corey to make a guy. I will equip. And then draw 2 cards. Unfortunately, I do not have good attacks, so I will be forced to pass. But yeah, that was excellent. Next turn, I can go FOMO Hull Breacher, I guess. And then eventually this Quantum Riddler is going to take over the game. Demonic Tutor, pretty scary. Let's see what they're going to get. Maybe they have Ancestral. I mean, I'm not even that scared of Ancestral because their board state's not that amazing. Okay. All right. Ooh, snap. Snap is cool. All right, well, actually, snap's okay. We could go snap EI, I suppose. Because if I cast FOMO, I'm gonna have to pitch Snappy so I can play Hull Breacher, I guess. Trigger the thing. This is kinda not great. I could just tap out for Quantum Riddler. But then they could counter it. Maybe I just force them to board wipe? Like, yeah, what if we just go FOMO? Discard. I think we just discard the snap. I mean, I could draw like, I guess I could draw a Ancestral, but I think this is fine. Okay, we drew a land, so obviously in hindsight, better to do that. So we'll go ahead and do this, and then we'll just go to combat. And I'm not going to attack. We'll stop on... Guess I'm going to cast it anyway. Yeah, we'll just cast it anyway. Because it's like, I could wait to go to end, and then maybe they cast a card draw spell, but I don't know. Doesn't seem worth. All right. Do your worst. So you can't draw, but you could have a Damnation, for example. But if you have Damnation, whoa, Harvester. All right. That's pretty good. But it doesn't even kill all of my creatures. I keep FOMO. I keep Mako. Sure. This is actually not even that big of a deal. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, that's not great. But I can play this. I can go Quantum Riddler. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quantum Riddler. Hopefully draw 2 cards. Yep, draw 2 cards. Pyroglyph is strong. I really wish I could equip this. But as it stands, yeah, we don't have good attacks. So we're going to have to pass. Pyroglyph is really, really good here. Man, this Revealing Eye has just prevented it's effectively gained my opponent so much life. Because it stopped me from having effective attacks. Okay, Cecil's not a big deal. Now I can just smack them in the air with a Quantum Riddler. All right. And big draw. That is not a big draw. Okay, we'll go Volcanic Island. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could go Pyroglyph, kill Revealing Eye. It's not like that does anything. I should probably kill something. I can give +1/+1 in haste to something. Actually gives me pretty good attacks. Like if I go Pyroglyph, kill Cecil, and then I give Mako or Pyroglyph. Well, let's start with Pyroglyph. I think that's always happening. We'll go Pyroglyph. And then I think I'm just supposed to kill Cecil. Okay, cool. Kill Cecil. All right, now I will equip the Quarry Steel Cutter to the Pyroglyph. All right, now I'll go to combat. I could attack with FOMO, but they get a free block on it. So I don't like that, but that means I get an additional attack. Like, if I attack with everything, they block, and then I get in for 10, 14. Yeah, no. We're just going to be safe. We're just going to attack with these. And I assume they double block, and then I just kill Harvester. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, cool. Not a big deal. Pass turn. I have a pretty superior board presence. Opponent has a lot of cards, though. But we'll see. FOMO next turn gonna be good. Ooh, Bazaar. Ooh, they're a Bazaar deck. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, maybe they're like Reanimator. Really good card in Reanimator because not only does it dig you closer to your reanimation spells, also pitches your big boys. Oh, and there's a Grizzlebrand. So, not the biggest fan of that. Man, Bazaar Baghdad would go really nicely in my board state. You have like Marauding Mako. Uh-oh, that is an Animate Dead on the Grizzlebrand. Yep. Okay. It's not over, but it's not looking great. Currency converter 2, sure. They can't really afford to pay 7 life. I mean, they can if they want. They can always wait, too. Uh-oh, they have more? Not a fan. Lily? Oh, God. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good at all. Oh, each player did... Wait, this is so good for me. Are you serious? I'll just pitch the Steam Vents, trigger Mako, and now I draw 2 cards with the Quantum Riddler? Yeah, I don't think you were supposed to do that. I think you're just supposed to make me sack a creature. That was a very poor choice. I mean, I'm not in a great spot, but like I'm in such a better spot than I was. Like it's not even funny. Oh my god, Sink into Stupor. That's just insane. Yeah. No. That was an incredibly bad play from the opponent, I think. I mean, you just got to tell it like it is. Okay. So, I think they're just dead. I think they just killed themselves. That's wild. All right. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to go Sink on the Grizzlebrand. They can draw if they can't even draw cards now because then they'll die. What? Oh my god. Dude. Are they just dead? I think they're dead. Yeah. Whatever. I mean, to be fair, we would have drawn the Sink anyway, so we would have been in this position. But now look, the Marauding Mako can attack. And I just equip Corey Steelcutter to fear of missing out. Yeah. So that's back in their hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can't cast it. All right. We're going to equip the Corey Steelcutter to the FOMO. And then if we go to combat, we swing out 4, 8, 11. Yeah. So they're forced to block. But that's like 8, 12. Yeah, I think they're just... Are they dead? Well, anyway, let's attack everything at them just to, get things started. And then I'll untap the Quantum Riddler. Get another combat. They block there, sure. They don't die. All right. So that happens. Next combat, I'll just kill Lily. Yeah. Doesn't change the clock. All right. Excellent. So, shoot. I probably should have. No. It's okay. I'll keep the Corey Steelcutter equipped. All right. Now, next turn, if they don't deal with the Quantum Riddler, I draw 2 more cards. And then... Okay. Yep. Bazaar is good. So they can pitch that Grizzlebrand and maybe draw another reanimation piece. However, if it's something like Reanimate or Death, they can't do that because they'll lose 8 life and they can't afford to do that. So it would have to be something like Exhume, and they just don't find it. Yeah, I think opponent pretty big punt there. I don't think it would have mattered because I would have drawn the Sink anyway. But it wouldn't have gotten in as much of a big attack, and they could have drawn cards, but because the Marauding Mako could attack because they let me discard, that was a big deal. Okay, so we're playing against Reanimator, and yeah, going the more mid-rangey strategy doesn't really make sense because I'm just trying to go more, I'm just trying to go faster. Mokti could be good as a sideboard card because say they just are relying on reanimating a Gristlebrand to be a big lifelink blocker, that at least takes that angle away. So I could see putting this in over something, maybe like a slower card. Quantum Riddler's it's just really good though. What else do I want to cut? Vulnerant Epicure is fine. Monstrous Rage helps me go fast. EI, Party Thrasher. Kind of like the Party Thrasher just to dig through the deck. But maybe in this matchup, it's just going to be better as a Mokti. I could also see Inti. Nah, Inti gives trample. Let's just go with this. I think this is fine. All right, our opening hand, I think it's just a little too inconsistent. Yes, I have Vulnerant Epicure, which I can use to blood away something I can't cast, but I really want to go like 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, and that only happens if I draw exactly Island and then I draw exactly Mountain. Or I guess Volcanic Island is the best, but like, what are the odds of that? I think we can do better. Like, our deck is capable of better. This is better. So, yeah, we're going to keep. And then I'll throw back probably just the Pyrogoyf. I mean, it's a strong card, but again, we're trying to go a little quicker. Not super likely the Pyrogoyf's going to get there. Okay, Currency Converter is a little scary. Ooh, Ancestral. Ancestral's nice. We can save that, though. I think we're going to start off with a Lavamancer into a Smuggler's Copter, and then we can try to get some of those things going. Smuggler's Copter into Gut, and then we can sack the Lavamancer and attack for 7. So that seems good. Like that. Oh, Bazaar of Baghdad. Uh-oh. Don't like that. A Vivi. Nice. All right. We're just going to go Smuggler's Copter. See if this resolves. And it does. All right. I'm going to attack for 1. Every point of damage counts. Every point of damage counts. That was really stupid. Oh my god. They can just make a 2-2. No, I will not. I gotta stop getting got by this card. Jeez. Wow, that is a lot of creatures. Yeah, that was bad. So that is probably just game losing. Jeez. All right. Well, now they have a constant stream of 2-2s. Yeah, I just like completely missed that. I miss that they'd be able to do that. That's fine. You know, sometimes you make mistakes. It's okay. Everybody has those days. I seem to have them a little bit more often than I'm comfortable admitting, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, that was bad. Cool combo though, Bazaar plus the Currency Converter, and then you can just like make 2-2s every turn. It's actually a nice engine. Yeah, we're in trouble. Yeah, just get smacked around for 2. All right, there's a land. All right, so I want to get greedy. I think that's it. I think I just want to get greedy with Vivi here. Okay, so next turn I get to pop off with Ancestral and Chain Lightning and just draw a bunch of cards, make a bunch of mana. So yeah, I do like that. Vivi also is an 0-3, so it does block one of these 2-2s. Opponent they just have so much card draw though. I'm probably going to get something big and scary reanimated against me. But again, if we get to untap with Vivi, we just get to absolutely go crazy. And that is good. This would have been a lot better if I hadn't suicided my Grim Lavamancer into their creatures. No, not the cut down. Oh, that is devastating. That is devastating. Well, not sure how we get back from this. They have so many creatures. I'm getting a hit for 6, then I'm going to get hit for 8. Ancestral probably doesn't solve all of our problems. Okay, well, start with Ancestral on ourselves. Quarry Steel Cutter, not quite what we're looking for. We'll go... Actually, I think we're just going to have to kill the Malcolm. Not great. Yeah, we'll go Chain Lightning on Malcolm. I'm not even sure what we're looking for here, to be honest. Alright, Thundering Falls. Yep, bin that. Yeah, opponent's just going too wide, too fast. Yeah, Bizarre Currency. I like that combo, actually, quite a lot. Seems really consistent. And you're just making an ever-increasing board. Yeah, I'm in so much trouble. I don't think my punt really ended up mattering because I would still be... I guess I would have gotten a loot in with Smuggler's Copter, so I would have dug a card deeper. But yeah, I don't think it actually would have mattered. I mean, this is a pretty good board state from the opponent, and they can just do it again. Plus, they have any reanimation spell. Yeah, they just have a reanimation spell. They get Shieldred. Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, don't like that. I don't think I have any outs. Plus, I can just gain 4 life. Yeah, I think just to move on. All right, let's see if we can get this trophy. All right, so yeah, that's really good. I don't have Artifact Hate, unfortunately. I think I just have to try to get my engine online before my opponent gets their engine online. So yeah, opponent's deck's really good. I mean, they have the whole Reanimator package, but they have a backup plan of just random Bizarre of Baghdad value. I think the discard stuff that they added to the cube is really cool. I mean, I'm doing a little bit of it myself with the Marauding Mako, but I think my opponent's going a little harder into that. All right. Good hand. Acceptable. Kind of. It could be better. It's fine. I'll keep. We get to go Voldaren and then Lavamancer. Look, it's not great, but we have plenty of good draws. Okay. Swamp. Oh my god, it's the currency converter already. Scary stuff. All right. Let's... what do I discard? Probably not Spyro. Okay, we'll go Island. We'll discard the... I guess it could be Spyro, huh? Could be Pyroglyph. Pyroglyph is good. Deals a lot of damage. Yeah, let's just get rid of Pyroglyph. Draw a card. Okay, land is fine. It's not a mountain, though. Alright, and attack. Yeah, these draws have not been amazing. Ideal draw? Stomping Ground. I think that would be the best thing I could hope for. Okay, what do you got? Goben can't be blocked. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, that is so bad. Yikes. I'm not a fan of where this is going. I think I'm going to have to flash in Snapcaster Mage as like an attacker to try to deal enough damage. Jeez. I mean, they're only at 16. We are not pressuring them very much. I need to draw a green source off the top to have any sort of hope. Whoa. Monument to Endurance. Okay. Opponent's deck is officially awesome. So, gotta give him credit for that. Yeah, I can't block it. I would block it if I could. All right. So it connives, triggers the currency converter, triggers the monument to endurance. Oh, that's so good. Oh my goodness. So let's see. They can make a treasure. They're just going to burn me. Yeah. They make a 2/2. This thing gets bigger. I mean, they can transform it eventually, but I don't think that matters. Oh, we are just very much not in a good spot. All right, I need a forest off the top or I basically lose. Whoa. Wait a minute. Yo. Wait, that's so good. Oh my god. I mean, they have removal spells, so it's not like it's over, but that's pretty good. Actually, I guess I could leave this back as a blocker, and then I could like Grim Lavamancer or something. Yeah. I think that actually, you know what? I'm going to hold back. I'm going to hold back because that seems like a good strat, right? We go Snapcaster Mage to block, and then it gives us fodder for the Grim Lavamancer. Seems good. I like that. I really hope my opponent doesn't have discard or, you know, hand disruption for me, because if I can get this Hull Breacher to stick and they don't kill it and they do some random connive crap. Oh, wow, they don't even attack. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay. All right. They probably have removal. Yeah, that's rough. I imagine they either have a counter spell or a removal spell. Either one is bad for me. Okay, I mean they got removal. They're gonna cast a removal spell right now. They're just casting a removal. Oh, oh my god, it worked. They still get to discard, which is bad with the monument, but like, oh my god, Hull Breacher, let's go. And they don't even draw, so now they have to discard one of their good cards, maybe. Opponent said oops. So they had a removal spell? Oh, they had the cut down. Oh, so opponent messed up. All right. I'm cool with it. I guess if they had done that, then I would have killed the Goben. So we'll see. They exile cut down. They keep damaging me, which I don't like. Don't love that for me. I am taking so much damage from this thing. We're basically dead in like, I think we're dead next turn actually with the Goben. 2 activations of currency converter and monument to endurance. I don't know how we get out of this. That is actually pretty rough. Yeah, opponent's saying oops ugh. What do you mean oops ugh? You're in such a dominating position. You just have lethal on me next turn. You go monument, discard with this. And then on the next turn, you monument, discard. I take 6 total. I'm at 5. Okay, I guess I'm not dead, but like I'm pretty close to dead. Okay, so you have Overlord. You will mill. Oh, no hits. Love that. Look, we're not in a great spot, but we'll see. Thieving Skydiver. Man, everything sucks. Okay, big draw step, please. FOMO. All right. So, what am I looking for here? Well, they can't discard this turn, so I'm not going to be taking 6 damage on 1 turn cycle. Thieving Skydiver is rough. So, I could FOMO, Spyro, try to hit a land drop. And then, well, it has to be either a red or a green source. It can't be another island. They can just kill Minsk and Boo, which I think is the rough part here. And then I don't necessarily get another treasure. So if I play Spyro, I guess it gains me life in the sense, like Minsk and Boo gains me life in the sense that if they don't have enough for lethal on me, which I guess they don't really have at the moment, then maybe we can have I'm not saying we'll have lethal on Crackback or anything, but yeah, you know what? We're just gonna go and slam the Minsk and Boo. I think it has the highest potential, highest upside. Because it, like, for example, if they leave all my stuff alone and maybe they just go after face, next turn I can sacrifice Boo, draw 4 cards, kill something. Like, we're not in a good spot to attack right now, and that's rough. But we have some chump blockers, and they are able to kill Minsk and Boo, but that damage is not going face. Also, I don't know why they're playing the lands out. They should be, like, going currency converter and trying to... Oh, wait, never mind. I can't do that. Okay. They're just going all after... They're ignoring me. So, okay, they're going to mill 4 cards. Oh, they still don't hit a creature? That is hilarious. Oh my god. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, I just block with Voldaren here. Yeah. I could, like, kill it, but I don't think I need... I don't think that's going to win me the game. All right, I take 5. I think I'm just dead, right? Oh, wait, they can't discard. Oh. Yeah, I'm at 3, so I have to kill them this turn. I think I can do it, right? Probably. What did they discard? Treasure? Sure. Or a land, rather. Okay, they have 2 things. All right, so do I have lethal? The answer could be yes, could be no. So let's see. The problem is if the Hull Breacher ever dies, they can just draw and discard with currency converter, and then I lose. So if I Grim Lavamancer away the rogue, and then I go... Let's see, I go Boo, Snappy, attack them. I guess I could just wait to go to my turn. I don't know what gets me out of this. I'm dead next turn no matter what. So I need to do something. Let's see, I have Boo attack. They can just make another rogue double block. I make it 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I could Grim Lavamancer their face. Or I could just Grim Lavamancer the rogue. And then I can attack with Boo and Snappy. And then they make a guy. They block with Boo. Or maybe they block the Snappy. They take 4. They go to 12. Then I shoot it at their face. They go to 8, but I draw 4. I don't think that's good enough. I think I just go to my turn now. Yeah, the problem is the Hull Breacher dying. So it has to be like lethal on the, you know, the damage. Okay. So, no. All right. Oh my god, Monstrous Rage. Okay. That's huge. That is really big. So, how do we do this? I can give counters to stuff. Oh my god. I can go Monstrous Rage onto Boo. It gets +3. And then 10. Jeez, that was an insane draw. That was crazy. Wow. Huh. Surely I can find lethal here, right? I could attack with everything. They're like tapped out, right? They can't draw and discard, or yeah, because of the Hull Breacher. So if I attack with everything, except the Grim Lavamancer, I attack with this, this, and this. I don't use Minskin Boo. Maybe I save that. And then, or actually, wait, we do a 7, 14. No, that's not good. So we attack with all of these. They go make a guy. They block here, block here. This is coming in. Monstrous Rage onto the Hull Breacher. It becomes 6, and then it tramples over for 4. They go to 12 minus 4 is 12. God. 12 minus 4 is 8. Yeah. So that's not good. And then I can Minskin Boo, fire at their face for 4, and then maybe find lethal. Plus I have the Grim Lavamancer too, so that's actually really close. The problem is if they go for a... Oh, wait, no. If they use Currency Converter and they double block Hull Breacher, that doesn't work either, because then they can't... Yeah, okay. So... I think we just start... Let's just start with an attack. We also have a Grim Lavamancer activation. I think the answer is going to involve using Minskin Boo. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So we get in with everybody. And then here they would just block. I think they just block Hull Breacher. They could also... Okay, this is good. This is good because now they don't have a way to draw a card. So even if they like block Hull Breacher, this is completely fine. Okay, they just make a token. I think they're gonna do what I said. They're gonna like block here, block here. So yeah. Okay. So this is lethal because they cannot draw with Currency Converter. And I'm just double checking if there are any other way to discard cards. No. So here's what we do. We go Monstrous Rage on Boo. And then this all happens. They go to 9. So we just have lethal on board. We Minskin Boo, fire Boo at their face. Yeah, that was interesting. Okay, sacrifice a creature. So sacrifice Boo. We'll deal 7 to their face, draw 7 cards, and then we Grim Lavamancer, and then the game ends. But we're going to have more fun. We're going to Chain Lightning them instead. Oh my god. That was insane. That was a really, really close game. Opponent's deck was sick. Really, really sweet game. But, man, we managed to get there. I think they could have done some different things, and I think my opponent could have won that game. If they perhaps had maybe made a treasure at one point and flipped the Gobin. I don't know. Anyway, I'm really glad I was able to navigate that last turn. Really sweet. Got the trophy. Excellent, excellent. Let's go ahead and take another look at the deck. I really enjoyed this one. So, just good old Izzet, Spells, Vivi got to pop off. Quantum Riddler got to pop off. Minskin Boo got to pop off. There was a lot of cool synergies. We, of course, have Ancestral Recall, which, really great with, like, Snapcaster Mage. Hull Breacher was absolute all-star. Opponent did make a lot of mistakes that game. Whoops. Got just real overall really, really cool stuff. Party Thrasher, it's not an amazing card, but I'm getting more and more impressed with this card the more I see it, because they added a lot of discard synergies. Like, for example, we had the little mini package of Marauding Mako and discard spells. So stuff like Party Thrasher worked well with it. And then when we exiled a cheap spell, you had more mana to work with, because say you had like that one turn I had like an otter and this, and I used it to cast a expressive iteration for free, right? So that ended up being pretty worth it. So overall, I really enjoyed this deck, and I think it was a well-deserved trophy. I probably shouldn't have gotten the trophy from that last match, but yay, we take those. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a fun one, and I'll see you next time. Bye.